Mikaela Reid was 16 when her father passed away. She would always miss his sailing lessons at dawn, his colorful yet inedible tacos, and his warm, contagious laughter. She felt like she was paddling in a vast, storm-black ocean, each rolling wave submerging her. Drifting in painful darkness, she almost lost herself, but resiliently, with love and care, she made her way back to shore. Well surrounded and supported by her friends, Mikaela put the past behind her and looked at life in a new light. She was excited to try new things and discover storytelling as an outlet. Her friends liked her stories of daunting danger and hard-earned survival. She read horror stories more and more, savoring the powerful, heart-pounding escapism it provided. Autumn became her favorite season as she threw a grand production for Halloween every year, hosting all her friends for a thrilling night of horror stories, scary games, and homemade treats. Over the years, she also showed interest in witchcraft and practiced light blessings, plant-based spells, and palm reading divination. She gardened sage, mugwort, and lavender to craft homemade products such as body butters, soaps, and skin lotions. She aspired one day to live off the products she made for friends and family. In the meantime, she worked as a barista at the Moonstone, an independent and eccentric coffee shop in the artsy part of town. Every Friday night, she hosted an open mic at the coffee shop, performing stories live in front of customers. Julian, her best friend and roommate, recorded some of her shows and posted them online. Also, unbeknown to her, he submitted one of her performances to the Endless Halloween Festival, where renowned storytellers performed on stage for Halloween. It was a beautiful surprise when Mikaela received an email from the festival inviting her to perform at the grand finale on Halloween. The winning prize was big enough for her to launch her line of products. Excited, she burnt a stick of herbs in each room to dissipate negative energies, then began to craft her tale of horror. Mikaela stayed up all night filling her notebooks with abandoned beginnings. She had a story in mind, but unearthing it took patience and skill. The following night, the nightmares began. For a week, she would wake in the middle of the night gasping for air. Her dream was the same every night. She was dragged down a cold set of stairs and thrown into a dark basement. Then her lungs would be set ablaze by a sharp iron hook stabbing her in the chest. A dark figure would pull on the hook and hoist her from the ground slowly until the pain waked her. The more she finessed her Halloween tale, the darker her nightmares grew. As days passed, exhaustion, anxiety, and stress took a toll on her. Often distracted, her coffees at the Moonstone were rushed, a crit, or going to the wrong customer. She no longer blessed the coffee beans in the morning nor looked for omens in the leftover coffee grains. Her energy was low and her magic felt drained. When she woke up screaming one night, she had had enough. She asked Julian to watch her while she slept and record anything unusual. Julian agreed and started recording while Mikaela lay on her bed. Minutes later, her fingers began to twitch, then her toes. Her breath became labored. Then Julian stared in shock as Mikaela slowly rose in the air, levitating over her bed. Panicked, he shook her shoulders to wake her, but stopped when she began to scream. He grabbed his phone to call an ambulance, but a powerful crash diverted his attention. He looked down the hallway and saw a large, spidery fang slam through the bathroom door. Amidst the commotion, Mikaela woke. She saw the black spidery fang shredding the bathroom door and jumped out of bed. She slammed her bedroom door shut and shouted at Julian to help her barricade the door. Before he could react, however, the power went out. The room was submerged in sudden darkness. A second later, the lights came back on and an eerie quietness followed. Mikaela and Julian ventured out of the bedroom carefully. The bathroom door looked intact and there was no sign of anything abnormal, but Julian has recorded every sound. A sleepless night followed. When she returned to the apartment after her shift, Julian was not there. Mikaela wanted to remove the recording of the ordeal, which he had posted online. Suspecting Julian might be at school, she left. The door clicked shut behind her, masking a stifled cry from the bathroom. As she neared her car, she looked over her shoulder. Mikaela felt watched. She whispered a protective spell and clutched her keys. Suddenly, a shadow pounced on the wall and she broke into a run. She reached her car and rushed inside, locking the doors. Breathing hard, she looked through the windows. No one was there. Perhaps it was her nerves playing tricks on her. She turned on the ignition and drove off. The next day, Julian was still nowhere to be found. Mikaela had contacted everyone they knew. She looked for him all day and waited for him all night. Distraught and anxious, she missed her shift at the Moonstone. Halloween was tonight, and so was the festival. Julian had entered the storytelling competition for her. He had supported her every time she doubted herself. Maybe he would be there. But between her nightmares and Julian's disappearance, she had been too worried to prepare a story for the contest. She looked at her notebook, filled with false starts. She could stay home, scared and helpless, or she could finish what Julian had started. There was a reason why she loved to tell horror stories. They made her feel brave enough to face any challenge. That evening, when the host called Mikaela's name at the Endless Halloween Festival, she boldly stepped on stage, dressed in a costume. A black dress matched with a wide witchy hat. She hoped to spot Julian in the crowd, but she could not find him, and looking directly at the audience was a mistake. A sea of expectant faces was before her, eyes watching her every move. Her heart pounded in her chest as her hands began to shake. She grabbed the warm microphone and cleared her throat. A thick silence greeted her, only interrupted by a distant cough. She reminded herself that tonight was All Hallows' Eve, when the veil thinned betwixt this realm and the one beyond. She had a story in her heart, a story that mattered. If she told it right, perhaps Julian would hear it. Mikaela took a deep breath. The wet wind of autumn whirled golden leaves around her. She inhaled the acrid smell of damp foliage. She swallowed the bitter aftertaste of coffee still on her tongue. Distant eyes called from an old oak tree. She closed her eyes. The crimson darkness under her eyelids turned darker. Her heartbeat slowed. She exhaled deeply, her breath a puff of mist in the cold night air. Now she felt awakened, refreshed for the first time in weeks, and ready to tell the tale of a lifetime. She spoke into the microphone in a deep, haunting voice. She narrated a tale of billowing winds on a cold autumn night, of a loyal friend disappearing before daylight, of forgotten victims hiding in the wings of darkness, of throbbing graves sealed with terrible secrets, and of eternal night in the shadow of death. Mikaela pointed at the night sky and said that no darkness was truly beyond light. Even on this moonless night, the sky shined with long dead stars. A thick black fog engulfed Mikaela, to the audience's amazement, and no one saw Mikaela Reid again. Mikaela Reid comes with 3 teachable perks. Clairvoyance, which unlocks a level 30. Boon, Circle of Healing, which unlocks a level 35. Boon, Shadow Step, which unlocks a level 40. Clairvoyance. There is an intrinsic energy in you that sees beyond your vision. Clairvoyance activates whenever you cleanse a totem. When empty-handed, hold the ability button to unlock your full aura reading potential. For up to 10 seconds, you see the auras of exit gate switches, generators, hooks, chest, and the hatch within a 64-meter range. Boon, Circle of Healing. A boon that offers comfort amidst the terror. Press and hold the ability button near a dole or hex totem to bless it and create a boon totem. Soft chimes ring out in a 24-meter range. Any survivors within the boon totem's range gain a 100% healing speed bonus and can heal themselves without needing a med kit. Boon, Shadow Step. A boon that conceals the truth. Press and hold the ability button near a dole or hex totem to bless it and create a boon totem. Soft chimes ring out in a 24-meter range. Any survivors within the boon totem's range will have their scratch marks and auras hidden to the killer. This effect lingers for 4 seconds after leaving the boon totem's range. You can only bless one totem at a time. All equipped boon perks are active on your boon totem. Backwater Swamp, The Pale Rose. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna try to do is find a dull totem, which is right there, not bad. I'm gonna cleanse that so that I can get clairvoyance activated early on. That way we can use it either throughout the match or save it and have it towards the end of the match. Looks like he's already on Nia, whoever it is. And what I try to do is I try to find a totem to bless near where I'm going to be working on a gen. So we're going to look around here real quick to see if we can't find a totem to bless. And we didn't, we just found a pumpkin. But we'll go ahead and work on this gen. Now I think if he doesn't come our way, I think we're gonna start working on this gen. But again, I'm gonna look and see if I can find a totem to bless in this area. Let's heal up Nia here. We're gonna go ahead and go for the save. A lot of times there's a totem up over here behind a rock. So we might be able to bless one right around this area. See if Meg wants the heals. Tickle, tickle, Meg. Here we go. So now we're gonna go ahead and bless this totem and possibly work on that gen over there. See the trapper walking right there. Now let's see how far out. Oh, we got a gen right here. I guess I'm just blind. But now in this area, if the trapper happens to come up, we won't have any scratch marks to worry about. And if he hooks somebody else, we won't have to worry about barbecue and chili because Shadow Step will hide our auras and our scratch marks. And we're gonna see how far out this reaches. I'm gonna see if I can go work on this gen as well and still be in the boon area. Which if you notice at the bottom, the icons are still there, so we are still in fact in that boon radius at this gen as well. I know they're going to be working on that door over there. And he went to go trap that one. So since we're in Shadow Step right now, our scratch marks are being hidden. See if he wants this. I don't know if this trapper has no ed, but yeah, it looks like we're gonna be out anyway. And don't be like these guys. So we didn't really get to showcase the perks as much as I would like, but that is the adept achievement. I already have the adept achievement, so you won't see it pop up here, but that was it. That was clairvoyance, both of the boons, shadow step, boon circle of healing. Someone else who didn't want to see people being rude. But yeah. Red Forest, the Temple of Purgation. Alright, so since that last match didn't really showcase the perks very well outside of how to use them, we're gonna go ahead and try it again. And right out of the gate, we have another totem to cleanse for clairvoyance to get activated. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that activated. And then I'll work on this gen right here. Looks like they are already on Felix and Meg. It's the clown. Meg's doing a pretty good job of running them around, so I should have time to finish this generator. Oh yeah, we definitely have time. All right. See if we can get some haste from this here pumpkin. And we're gonna see if we can find another boon totem. Or another totem, here we go. We're gonna go ahead and bless this totem. And then we'll work on that gen right there. This way, if he catches one of the people that are injured already, we can hopefully avoid barbecue. Oh, he's gonna snuff out my boon totem already? Oh, it's not, okay. Oh, there he is. Let's go for a little run, Connie boy. Doesn't look like he wants to keep running with us. Oh, maybe he does. Ooh, lucky slap. He got me there because of the gas. That's okay. Oh, so we know he's got bamboozle now. He most likely has Pop Goes the Weasel as well. It is a clown perk. I think he's gonna go down and kick my gen down there since it was like 98%. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and run away and see if we can't use this totem over here to bless and then get ourselves healed up. Now, Boon Circle of Healing is gonna allow us to self-care. I believe it's at a 50% healing speed. It doesn't say it on the perk, but it does say it on the wiki that it's a 50% healing speed. when you're self-healing. And we're also going to be using the Boom Shadow Step to avoid the aura barbecue right now. You don't want to heal? Okay. So we're going to go for the save. Go ahead and get the aggro on me. And then I'm going to run back over here to the Bone Totem area. And we're going to heal up again. And then we're going to start working on this gen. I don't know what this clown's going to do. I think he's just worried about people being in the area, and then you got Megan right there being in the area. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get started on... Actually, we'll go back downstairs. I don't think they finished this gen in the underground down here. He did kick it though. Gonna tickle Jake a little bit. And then we're gonna go try to save this Whoop, never mind. He snuffed our totem out again. Panicked. I panicked. That's all right. Trying to figure out when I used a little bit of my clairvoyance, because I didn't mean to if I did. But at some point I must have hit the active ability button. Hello, Megu. Seeing Clowny Boy over there. This isn't going very well for us right now. See if we can find another gen to work on. I don't know if there's a totem spawn around here other than the one I just kicked for the pumpkin. He's on the Meg, so we're gonna go ahead and try to go for the save. Then maybe we can reset with this Jake. Oh. Well, that's not optimal. I'm not gonna save that Jake right now. Gonna take him to Shack to see if we can run him around long enough. Whoop, never mind. Looks like he wants that Jake dead. So we're just gonna go ahead and work on this gen to try to help everybody out, or help me and Meg out. Now my only question is he gonna slug? Nope, he's not gonna slug for the 4K, and this is her first hook. So I'm gonna leave that where it's at and then see if I can't get a little bit, oh no. I was gonna see if I could get a little bit closer to kind of avoid barbecue. Looks like Meg's just gonna kill herself on hook. Yeah. It looks like we probably won't survive this match. But that's all right. We can't win them all. Can't see, and he had no leg. Like I said, you can't win them all. We did escape the last match, so we did get the adept achievement. And yeah, we didn't really get to showcase clairvoyance all that much, but we did get to give you a little insight on how they work and how the boom perks work. And yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and hope y'all have a wonderful night.